Lots of people have been getting interested in energy storage, either to supplement a renewable energy setup at their home or to avoid peak power costs or to use it as an alternative to a backup generator. And so the idea behind our project is that we'll repurpose the battery of an electric vehicle. This battery is a salvaged battery, and then we can use that as a home power bank.
What you see here, the big black box is the battery, and then here you have the charger. Here you have this dashboard that we built where you can see the state of charge of the battery, you can see the energy going into the battery, how much energy is left before the battery's empty, and then just some kind of controls here that handle communication between the battery and the charger and other things like that.
Well, I would say the challenge inherent to this project is that these modules for the F-150 Lightning, which is the truck we salvaged this stuff from, were not designed to operate independently from the truck they were built for. And so we had to reverse engineer some things to connect them all together and also figure out some different things we needed to send them periodically to make sure that they don't throw error codes at us. This little router here is one of the most essential modules. It plays certain IDs to our network on the system, which keeps these modules happy because otherwise they're looking for messages that they would normally be seeing from the rest of the truck that they would normally be connected to. And it also generates a little square wave, which is necessary to fool the crash detection system.
So charging was kind of a challenge because the battery needs to hear from the charger that it's ready to charge. And then there's a little handshake that goes on between the two. But we had to reverse engineer this handshake to get these modules to work outside of the truck.
The motivation for building a product like this is that it is very competitive. And even if you add up the cost of every module on our test stand here, it would still be only about $80 per kilowatt hour of storage, which is just a really good rate compared to a lot of other market options. So the incentive to have a project like this is pretty strong, I feel.
You could also use it to avoid peak power costs. So not use grid energy when energy is expensive in the middle of the day, but instead use the grid energy at night to charge up your battery when it's really cheap.